Okay, so a couple of days ago, before I left for Toronto, actually that was last week, I watched and finished Train to Busan. If you don't know what that movie is, it's a Korean thriller horror. It is a zombie flick, and I gotta be honest, I don't really care for zombie movies, zombie shows. I don't really care for zombies in general, but everybody was raving about this movie, and I really love Korean horror. That's like my favorite genre ever, so I wanted to give it a shot. And I realized that one of my favorite Korean actors ever is in that, so I was like, okay. So before I get on with my reactions and my feelings about the film, there will be spoilers, straight up spoilers, so if you don't want to know anything about it, then go somewhere else and then come back. Watch the movie and then come back, because you should watch the movie. Don't just leave and then go do something else. Go watch the movie and then come back. So part of me feels like I should have done this when the movie was fresh in my mind, and I almost wanted to watch it last night to remember the movie, to be more familiar with it again, but so let's talk about the one person that I could not stand the most. That was the CEO guy. The one guy that was like, okay, we're not gonna let any of the passengers come into our cabin, we're just gonna leave them out there because they can be infected, and I don't give a shit about myself. So when me and the attendant guy is in the bathroom, I'm just gonna shove him and let him get eaten so I can try to save myself. I hate that guy so much, and I was so happy when he got bitten, and well, I don't know if he died. Did he die? I can't remember, but well, no, they don't really tell you if he's dead or not. He just kind of gets thrown off the train, right? So it's just one thing that I thought was great was after he was like, no, we're not gonna let, you know, the other passengers come into the cabin. The grandma, I knew this was gonna happen because, okay, so grandma and her sister, you know, they got separated, and then the sister was supposed to come onto that cabin, but, you know, CEO guy was like, no, and he practically brainwashed everybody to agree, and she was looking at her, and she saw that she ended up turning it into a zombie. No way, she couldn't get in. No way, it was actually too late for her, right? So when they did eventually get into the cabin, but then it was too late for her because the zombies ended up getting her, because that's when my favorite ended up sacrificing himself, and it was just too late for her. Damn. But, so yeah, anyways, grandma is just, you know, staring, watching her sister as she's become a zombie, and it was so emotional, and, I knew this was gonna happen, and she looks at her, the door, and she's just like, you know what? I'm gonna open this door, and I'm gonna let you zombies eat me because I don't want to be without her, and you know what? Fuck these other guys behind me because you all were rude, and it's your fault that she couldn't come, so you know what? We're just all gonna get eaten, and I applauded. I applauded a little. And oh god, the real tearjerker, besides my favorite, ended up being a zombie. The little girl's father ends up getting bitten, and then turns into a zombie. I was really hoping that he would make it out alive, and even though he did get bitten, I was hoping that it wasn't enough for him to turn, but alas, oh, that sucked so much. And you know what was weird? When the CEO turns into a zombie, he's still able to like walk normally and talk, whereas everybody else was just instantly wild when, you know, they were turned. That was kind of weird to me. I was just expecting them to like run right out of the room and then try to kill everybody when they were going on that train, but okay, whatever. But it was nice when the dad, you know, he was turning, and then he had all these memories of his kid and when she was a newborn and all of that, and I was just like, why? Why did you have to die? Why? And then the very end, when the pregnant woman and the daughter are trying to walk to safety, and then the army is getting ready to shoot them because they couldn't tell if they were infected or not because they were in the tunnel and it was all black. I was like, oh god, they're gonna shoot them. This is gonna be the worst ending I've ever seen. But then the little girl starts singing. It was just like, I teared up a little at the movie, but I did not, like, cry. I was trying really hard not to do that. I'm trying to be tough while watching this movie, but, yeah. This movie stressed me out. It was a great movie, okay? It was a great movie, one of the best movies I've ever seen. It was the only zombie movie I ever really liked. Oh, that movie stressed me out so much, especially when the zombies are getting so close to your favorites, and then, you know, what's his what's his face, my favorite, sacrificed himself. And I was like, I cannot handle this movie right now. I just can't. This reaction video is a lot more calm than it would have been had I done it right when I was finished watching it, but whatever. If you've seen the movie, let me know what you think. If there's any other Korean horror that I need to watch, leave them in the comments. I've seen a lot of them, so there's a chance I've probably seen it, but I don't care, just leave them. And if I have seen it, we can have a conversation about it in the comments anyway. So that's always nice. If you want to follow me on my social media, links to that will be down below. If you want to help support my content, you can do so by being a monthly patron on Patreon, or you can leave tips on Ko-fi. Both links will be down below. I upload every Mondays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays, and I will see you later. Bye!